birthday is next week.
No, it's not till next year, I'm certain of it.
I found you.
Oh.
There you are. I've got something for you two. Here we are. 2 for you and 2 for you.
Oh. Want us to do a bit of knitting, do you, Marjorie?
They're not knitting needles, Mossop. They're chopsticks.
Chopsticks?
Chopsticks for eating with.
Oh. Well, I don't often eat chops, Marjorie, but next time I do, I'll be sure to jam them on these sticks and eat them that way, if that's what you want. Well, quite frankly, I don't see the sense of it.
No. Chopsticks are for eating Chinese food with.
What? Instead of a knife and fork? But they're not sharp enough to cut things with, and they haven't got prongs like a fork.
Well, that's not how you use them. Come along to my cottage and I'll show you how it's done. We're having a little practice run for our trip to the Chinese restaurant.
A restaurant? What are we going there for?
It's a special treat for Mr. Grimley's birthday next week. A Chinese meal. And we're going to do it all in style. Eat with chopsticks like the Chinese do.
Yes! Yeah! Well done, Midler. That's very good, especially because it's your first go.
It's a bit tricky at first, but it's easy once you learn how to hold the sticks proper.
Sure enough, I am, Middler.
Eh?
A bit tricky indeed. Ha! I doubt if somebody of my great all-around abilities would find it the least bit tricky.
All right, then. You have a go. Go on.
I will and all. Right, come
There
here.
you are.
Right,
It's not as easy as you thought, is it?
There's something wrong with these sugar lumps, if you ask me. They're too slippy by half.
There's nothing wrong with the sugar lumps. It's your way of holding the chopsticks that's wrong.
Oh, aye. We are an expert now, are we? A past master in the art of eating with chopsticks.
Well, Midler did learn to use them pretty quickly. You won't have any trouble in the restaurant, will you?
May I have a go, please?
Oh, yes, why not? Everybody else is brilliant. I'm sure you'll turn out to be terrific as well. Go on.
Gosh, it's difficult, isn't it?
I reckon, if you ask me, it's a daft way to eat. What's wrong with a good old knife and fork, eh?
Well, people in some countries would think that was a daft way of eating.
Eh? Nonsense! Everybody can eat with a knife and fork. It's the natural way to eat.
Not necessarily. In some countries, people eat with their hands, or they scoop their food up on bread and things like that.
Yeah, there's lots of things we eat with our hands in this country too. Sandwiches, fruit, chips sometimes.
All right, you've made your point. Oh, God. But I still think chopsticks are daft.
Oh, well, that's probably just because you can't use them yet, Mossop. But if you keep trying, you'll soon master it. So will you, Tiddlup. And I know you're both going to love Chinese food.
Yeah, I never tried it. I've hardly tried any food from other countries.
Well, you don't know what you're missing. You know, I've tried most kinds of food, and I don't think I've ever found one I didn't like.
Indian food is spicy, Indian food is hot. Chicken tikka, curries, barges, dal, I love the lot. Served with rice and chapatis, isn't that a treat? Indian food is spicy and it's what I like to eat. Chinese food is elegant, Chinese food is fun. Duck in pancakes, noodles, spare ribs, spring rolls and wonton. Bean sprouts, snow peas, seaweed, prawns and every kind of meat. Chinese food is elegant and it's what I like to eat.
I reckon I'm looking forward to eating Chinese food. Apart from that seaweed, that is. I don't think I like the sound of that.
I was just thinking that's the one I'd quite like to try. Sounds like a bit of a mixture between nettles and slime. And think what a combination that would be.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, Mossop, but they only call it seaweed. The dish they actually serve up is made from cabbage.
Doesn't matter what they serve up. Mossop won't be eating it. He won't be able to pick it up with his chopsticks.
Cackle away, young Middler, but you wait till we get to that Chinese restaurant. We'll manage better than any of you, Will Tiddle-up and I, eh? Eh?
I'm not sure that we will manage better than them, you know, Mossop. They all seem really good with chopsticks. I think we're going to have to practice an awful lot.
We won't have to practice at all, Tiddler, because I've got a plan, you see, and though I say so myself,
This is the bestest plan I've ever had.
Could you just go? Well!
Get it!
Thank you very much. Your prawn crackers.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. There we are.
Chicken and sweet corn
Some for
soup.
you.
My favourite. There you go. Oh,
Woo! Proper jump. Get your chopsticks and get stuck into it then, young middler. Right. I can't use chopsticks with this. But I thought you reckoned to be something of an expert with them.
Well, nobody uses chopsticks to eat soup with, Mossop.
Tiddle-up and I do. Right, Tiddle-up?
Right, Mossop.
Right. Show us how, then. Right. Well, Tiddle-up and I don't need your chopsticks. We've brought our own. Designed and built by us.
Well, by you, really. Just the thing for eating soup with, I always say.
Delicious. Amazing what you can do with a bit of imagination.
gorgeous. Look at this lot.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Hey, this is a birthday feast, isn't it?
That's what I really like about a Chinese meal. Being able to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Yeah. And it's all in small pieces, so it's easy to pick up with your chopsticks. Yeah.
Now we'll see how you get on, Mussop. You won't be able to suck this up with your clever drinking straw chopstick thingies. Of course not, young middler. That's why we've got these. Main course chopsticks. As you can see, this one's very good for rice.
And the other one can pick up anything else.
I think that's brilliant.
Yum.
Mr. Crimley, you're not ordering more food, are you? There's masses here.
No.
Montgomery! A spoon and fork? What's wrong with your chopsticks?
Well, I've tried and tried, but I just can't get the hang of them. And, well, we've had a pair like that, then maybe I could become a chopstick expert.